Hello, YouTube. This is Insane Monster, and this is part 3 of What If Luffy Was the Son of Derieri? Now then, before we start, like usual, hit it. Now then, as we left off, we saw that now, unlike in canon, Su the dog has now been demonized by Luffy's blood, as well as joining them in this. As they're sailing, Nami does bring up the concept that their ship is, well, the ships that they have currently won't survive the Grand Line even for a day. As she is bickering with them like in canon over the fact that having booze and meat aren't the priority. Once they get to the next island, they are soon met by Usopp, who previously that day ran around screaming about pirates coming without him knowing that actual pirates were coming. So him and his three friends decide to try to trick them with a bunch of flags and all that. But the scene goes as in canon as Usopp threatens them with the slingshot, and Luffy ends up stating, "Now that you've drawn your pistol, do you have the guts to use it?" Pressuring Usopp, like in canon, to not launch the slingshot, stating that real pirates are a breed apart because they can actually back up their threats. As Luffy laughs, stating that it's a line that he got from Shanks, surprising Usopp that he knows red hair Shanks. And then with Luffy stating, "Yeah, and I know your dad too. His name's Yasop, right?" Causing even further surprise and Usopp falling off the cliff down to meet them. After some talk and such, they do discuss about Usopp's dad and how he respected his dad for going out the sea to follow his dream to be a pirate, a warrior of the sea, as he calls it. Though the topic does get brought up about the ship, but Usopp tries to divert them away from that and even goes quite well. He gets more or less very aggressive once the mansion on the hill is mentioned, asking if they could help them find the ship. Once Usopp yelled at them to not go to that place ever, he realized that he had to leave. After that, they got a little confused and ended up asking why Usopp was doing that towards the kids. The three kids ended up telling them that Usopp went to the mansion to lie, more or less tell stories that help cheer up a girl named Kaide who is a bit sick. As we cut over to where Usopp is sneaking in through the very cleverly hidden bush block within the hedge wall, with Claudor telling Kaide that she isn't allowed to meet with Usopp. This obviously causing some friction between them. Though, as the Straw Hats are now going to the mansion, seeing that the gate's locked up and everything, not getting in that easily. But of course, Luffy had the idea to yeet them all over the fence. which does happen in canon pretty much the same way here. So, whenever Claudor shows up, demanding that they all leave, as well as drastically insulting Yasop, Usopp still punches him and runs off, with Luffy being held back not just by Zoro, but by Neko and Susu as well, trying to keep him from killing the butler. With that, they end up leaving. Obviously, Luffy isn't happy. As for Nami and Zoro, they're with the kids asking about some stuff until one of the trio, Onion, comes running in remarking that there's some weird guy that only walks backwards. Hence, you know him, Django, the poor man's Michael Jackson's ripoff. So yeah. As for Luffy, him, Neko, and Susu end up going look for Usopp. They do find him, and after some comic relief with Django and the kids, Django ends up meeting with Clawdor, talking about their plan. Step 1, attack the village. Step 2, have Django hypnotize Kaide to rewrite her will to give all her money to Clawdor. And then step 3, have Miss Kaide die a mysterious death. And that would be all. Shocked by this, Usopp believes that he has to go. He has to go and warn Kaide, as well as all the villagers, otherwise they'll be killed. Luffy, however, on the other hand, just stands up and yells at them. Once asked about what they heard, Luffy did not deny that they heard everything, with Usopp slapping him on the chest saying, "Shut up!" And upon this, Captain Kuro just tells Django to hurry up and deal with them, as he puts Luffy to sleep with his hypnotism. He does fall off the cliff like in canon. Usopp believes he's dead and starts to panic, even more so when Clawdor, aka Captain Kuro, tells Django that it's pointless to kill Usopp since everybody knows that he's a liar, so anything that he would say, they wouldn't believe him. Especially about something like this. As Usopp runs, he tries to warn the villagers. He tries to warn Kaide, but to no effect. As for Susu and Neko, Susu ended up watching over Luffy's unconscious body from the hypnotism, while Neko was going off and dragging Nami and Zoro over to Luffy. Once they find him, they just see Susu poking at Luffy's face with his paw, to which Zoro just sighs, remarking that, "Why do you have to be so annoying?" With the kids freaking out thinking that he's dead, Zoro just kinda slaps Luffy awake, with him waking up saying, "What was that for, Zoro?" And Zoro just states, "Why are you sleeping on the coast like this?" As Luffy then remembers what happened before he got knocked out by the hypnotism, stating, "We gotta go. We gotta go." As they hurry up and meet up with Usopp, talking about what's gonna happen. The Kuro's pirates will be attacking the village, and there's only Usopp that knows that they're all really coming, and that he states he's going to stand and fight them. As Luffy states that he can have their help, no problem, this relieves Usopp. as they go to make preparations. During the night, while they do that, Claudor talks to Mary, the sheep dude, who is also at the mansion, and ends up slicing Mary with his sword claw things. After that, morning comes, and they're ready and prepared with the oil slick on the slope. With that, they just have to wait. Unfortunately, they set up the trap on the wrong shore, causing Usopp to panic and such. As Luffy, and when they think about that they need to get going, Luffy says, "Well, no time for running." Developing his large, dark claw hand, he grabs Zoro and yells, "Neko, grab Nami. Susu, grab Usopp." With Usopp freaking out, stating, "The hell is wrong with your arm?" As he's quickly grabbed from the back of his overalls by Susu's mouth, while his wings are popped out and they fly away. Nami, however, is freaking by this, not really enjoying the flight. As Usopp's panicking, stating, "What are you? What are you? Who are you?" Luffy just states, "Where's the shore?" As he is calmed down by this, being refocused on what they gotta do, Usopp gets serious and points over to where the shore is, stating, "It's that way. It's the only other shore port that we have here. So it's the only one that they could go." As they hurry up and fly over there as fast as possible. This making sure that A, Zoro doesn't get lost, B, Luffy doesn't get lost, and Nami and Usopp won't be stranded with all those pirates. Once they arrive, they are met by the pirates, with Django is just annoyed and surprised that Luffy is alive. And, well, needless to say, Nami and Usopp are a little bit out of it, being so afraid from the flight over there. So, yeah. As the pirates are given orders to attack, Luffy just gets pissed and uses the Gum Gum Gatlet, busting them up pretty badly. With Django realizing that these aren't normal people, and how Captain Kuro made a serious miscalculation. Though, he doesn't have much choice in it, considering his captain's reputation for killing people that disappoint him. So, he makes the decision to hypnotize the entire crew to make them stronger. This, of course, works, ending up in the result of a single one of them able to punch the cliff, causing part of it to collapse. Unfortunately for them, this also causes Luffy to get hypnotized by it as well, going straight at them. So as they run in terror from this, they all fall, and Luffy just passes them up, creating his dark claw again, surprising everyone there. He grabs onto the mast of the ship and rips it clean out one-handedly. Holding it up similar to a club, he just stomps towards the pirates, with them freaking out, thinking, "He's gonna clobber us with that thing, we're all gonna die." Django hurries up and uses the hypnotism again to put him asleep. This does cause the mask to fall on the group a bit, but Luffy isn't pinned by the mask this time. As this happens, Zoro just says, "Oh, come on. How are you so easily hypnotized?" So with that, the Meowmon brothers are called up this time because A, the rest of the crew is pretty beat up, and B, they need to hurry. With Jungle given the orders to unblock their path, they act the cowards and weaklings and go straight for Zoro. He attacks them only for the smaller one to freaking maneuver around him and steal two of his swords, with the other larger one trying to attack him as well. This hap goes similar to in canon, where he's able to avoid and fends off against the claws. Though this time, while he's defending himself, Susu goes into his large form, scaring everybody that they just see a large black demon dog thing as it swipes the Meowmon brothers clean into the wall. With this, Zoro's swords are dropped from the smaller one's back, allowing him to grab them and properly equip himself with his three-sword style. This is actually, while this is going on, Kaide finds that Mary has been sliced up by Clawdor and that he's a pirate. Next, well, and Captain Kuro is actually on his way to go beat the hell out of his crew for being late. Though when Clawdor walks in, he just sees this weird sight and gets annoyed about how ineffective they are. Though seeing the giant demon dog does make him pause a bit, as he just shakes it off, telling them to hurry up and get it over with, causing the Meowmon brothers to get annoyed, thinking that he's lost his edge. This being quickly proven wrong when he uses his claw sword weapons to scare the Meowmon brothers, going around them like it was nothing, and telling them to hurry up and kill the swordsman. Zoro gestured at Tsu to just leave it to him, as in canon, he slices them up pretty good. And, not to mention, we also get Nami running over to try to wake up Luffy. As Django goes to slash her, however, Neko intervenes, using her demon paw to swipe at Django, smacking him away. This allows Nami to wake Luffy up without issue, causing the crew to panic. As Usopp tries to attack Kuro, this doesn't go well. Even more so when Kaide comes on and Kuro almost kills her, which would have ruined his entire plan. After some talk and such, Kuro just is proven to be the scum of the earth. Not only did he pretend to be a good guy to work for their family, he killed her mother. He arranged for her mother's death. Although the father one was not planned, it did benefit him. And that it was true that he was planning on having her killed and taking her entire inheritance. That he hated being a pirate. That the wanted posters and everything, all the attention from being hunted down by the world government, he hated it all. As Usopp grabs a gun that Kaide drops, he fires at Kuro, only to have his head surrounded by his claw blades. But before anything else, Luffy punches him in the face, sending him back, which is then followed by the three kids following suit and smashing him in the face with some random objects, including a frying pan, a shovel, and I believe it was a stick. So, yeah. Usopp yells at them that they're going to get themselves killed as Kuro just pops up, surprising them, as he is now fully intent to kill these brats. Usopp tries to keep them away as uh, he gives the orders to the kids to protect Kaide no matter what. They agree and take Kaide away, with some protest from her. The other pirate that were a part of the crew didn't really gain any ground on the slope when you consider that Susu was in their way. The Meowmon brothers did get cut up pretty bad, and Django ended up using his strength hypnotism again on Poochie, the fat one, though this still ended up getting destroyed by Zoro. Once that was taken care of, Usopp was being carried by Zoro as they were going to save Kaide, who was being chased by Django. But when Captain Kuro tried to stop them, he once again gets punched in the face. After that, the focus between Captain Kuro and Luffy's battle is now focused on, with Luffy stating, Neko, Susu, thrash those guys down there for me while I deal with this guy, okay? As Neko turns into a giant demon cat form, which is basically just the demon energy coating Neko, they get pretty much tossed around like rag dolls. As Captain Kuro states, you got interesting pets, now don't you? Luffy just states, they're my crew, you bastard. As Luffy envelops his arms, creating both claws. Kuro looks at him, stating, honestly, are you even human? Luffy just smirks, stating, at least half human, causing Kuro to be angry by this. As the fight begins, Luffy uses his darkness claws to block Kuro's blades, though they are getting annoying, especially with that maneuver he eventually shows off, disappearing and reappearing to slash him. After slashing a couple of times on his back and arms that aren't covered by the darkness, Luffy uses his power to heal himself, with Kuro stating, well, that doesn't seem quite fair, now does it? As he just goes towards Luffy with a similar argument as in canon that being a pirate is just not worth it, and that Luffy's apparent dream to be the Pirate King is even more foolish. As Luffy grabs the ground around him with one of his claws, ripping out a chunk of stone, catching Kuro's blades from one of his hands, and snapping them off, yelling, if you don't want to be known, then don't be a pirate, as he slams it into Kuro. As this happens and Kuro slowly gets up, he did receive quite a concussion from that hit, as Luffy is just done, going full force to Captain Kuro and punching him time and time again, moving around him to hit various spots. As he realizes, Captain Kuro notices that each punch is stronger than the last, causing multiple fractured bones and some broken ribs. As he grabs Captain Kuro, who is basically unconscious, he yells out to Sue and Neko that was enough, they're done for, as he holds up Captain Kuro, tossing him towards his crew, telling him to leave, as they panic and bolt for it. As for Django and such, he is taken care of by Usopp in the same manner as in canon. After that, things calmed down quite a bit. Usopp decided he was going to set sail as a reward slash thanks for saving them and the entire village. Kaide and Mary give the Straw Hats the Going Merry ship, which Luffy is happy that he has a proper ship now to sail. As Usopp is all packed up and getting ready to leave, he says his goodbyes and tells Kaide goodbye and that hopefully he'll see Luffy and the others on the sea, with Luffy stating, "What are you talking about? Get on," surprising Usopp, as Zoro states, "You heard him, get on," with Usopp being joyed by this, stating, "Alright, I call the captain," with Luffy stating, "I'm the captain here." And with that, they set sail. Soon after, Usopp draws up the Straw Hat Pirates flag, with Usopp finally asking, "Okay, so what exactly are you, Luffy?" as well as the cat and dog. Luffy just smirks, stating, "Well, I did tell Kuro that I was only half human, apparently," as he smirked. With Usopp being confused by this, he looks over at Nami and Zoro. Zoro doesn't really care about it, so he just shrugs his shoulders as Nami states, "I've actually known something about this. I've actually heard his heartbeat. It, causing her to pause for a bit, with Usopp asking, "It's what? Is something wrong with his heart?" As he just states, "It's more like he has more hearts than he probably should," causing Usopp to just go pale, stating, "What?" Luffy just laughs, stating, "Yep, I got 7." With Usopp panicking, stating, "Whose crew did I just join?" And this is where we'll be ending it for right now. I do hope you enjoyed. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hope to see you guys later.